Good evening. We are on day 35 of the 40-day fast. Your time is running out. Tummy is running out. Yep, I got on the scale this morning, and we were sitting at I think it was yeah. I think my metabolism is seriously low, but it's fine. We're on 64 point something. So here's what I decided to do. The next 5 days are going to be very interesting. I actually took a drive to my local chemist at Discom, and I got them to Moimi, and I said I'm coming back on Saturday morning when I actually do break my fast, but I'm going to break the fast I think in the afternoon on Saturday. This is the next coming Saturday, which is also Valentine's Day. So yeah, definitely, took my weight there with them, and we'll be coming back there. So I'm going to be doing things quite differently. I'm realizing a really slow down in my metabolism. And that normally happens, I think, but this time around it's happening, quite rigidly. Could be the interruptions, the travel, all sorts of things. But be that as it may, I am still intending to close this at 60 kilograms. It's when you set a goal, you just got to do it. Even if one were to fall short, it is what it is. But saying that, time is really running out, guys. 5 days to go. What began really as discipline has become devotion. What started as obedience has become alignment. And one gets a little bit anxious, I think, towards the end. It's almost as if, I've been doing this for quite some time now, coming to an end. It's like, what's going to happen next? So at this stage of the fast, it's no longer about willpower, really. It's about grace carrying me forward. The body has learned restraint, and the mind has learned stillness. The spirit has learned trust. I'm no longer fighting cravings, just following clarity, which to me has just been just really amazing, and just hoping for just so much favor, short of the end of my fast. I'm really praying for all of that, to come through. A lot of initiatives I've gotten. I've given myself the permission to just reach out to potential business partners, send out proposals, and just brave it up and see what happens. So I am believing in that. So doors are opening quietly, just as I mentioned, which is just amazing. Ideas are forming effortlessly. Peace is settling deeply. This is what happens when you just stay the course. So when you don't quit at discomfort, when you don't retreat at fatigue, when you don't abandon the process before the promise. Yeah, that really matters. So I'm walking into these final days with gratitude, expectancy, and confidence, because I know He has really carried me this far. So He's faithful to complete the work. 5 days remained, and I finished so strong. Did I mention the topic? Endurance becomes evidence. So let's have a look at the scripture, really aligned with what with day 35. And so while I'm just waiting for the scripture to come up, I wrote a book, Revitalized, and it's available on Amazon.com. And today I really thought I'm really working hard on delving a little bit more deeper, particularly on the GLP-1s. I love people. I believe in people's capacity. And the idea why I really want to delve into that is just for people to understand that we have so much capacity to achieve and be what we want. You don't need medicine. We have what we need. So I'm going to be starting the process And I'll probably target my birthday, which is April. I typically target a lot of achievements by my birthday, to have the revised edition of Revitalized, published. There's nothing wrong with this one because I do touch on GLP-1s, and specifically where I speak about just before I started on the 15th of January 2023, I was offered Ozempic, and just the idea of just being sick on a prolonged basis, not having an appetite for food. Oh my gosh, I love food. But I knew what I was really looking for. It was a long term process and strategy that I could sustain for the rest of my life. I wanted no reliance on injections, tablets, all of those type of things. So I do believe that it is possible to achieve the weight that you want without medication. It's about understanding your body, and that's really what I speak about right now in my book. And understandably, people's different ways of doing things. But I just believe that the fasting lifestyle, what it does, it just resets your body. It resets your body. It just puts everyone really on level playing field. And then thereafter, you start working on the right decisions. Scripture of today, being confident of this very thing, that he who has begun a good work in you will complete it until the day of Jesus Christ. And this is Philippians chapter 1 verse 6. And so yeah, absolutely, getting on with it, and it's almost over. But in terms of the book, what's going to be different with the book, what I also realize is that a lot of people really struggle with preparing good food, because it's unfortunate that healthy food is often perceived as bland and not tasty. So I'm busy putting together day-to-day recipes that people can have a look at. So that's one of the reasons really, so that people can just get on with it. You can have your stew, you can enjoy your steak, you can enjoy real vegetables. I love good food, so I think just putting it out there, it's also, I think, an opportunity for me to seriously consider something similar to a healthy food cooking channel. I mean, there's so many people out there on social media putting such rubbish content in the guise of it being healthy. They've got all of these followers, and people that are just following those plans are just going the wrong directions. These are people that have no understanding of glycemic index, and so then some of the meals that they recommend are just shocking, absolutely shocking. But it just proves that there's such a vacuum out there of real sound, information. So a lot of plans to follow, I think, after this entire process. So thank you so much for following me. If you know anyone that's really interested in following and learning about the fasting lifestyle, tell them about this channel. It's not going to stop after the 14 days. I'm just going to be adding lots of more value. And for some that may not know, I started my journey really in 2023. On the 15th of January, I managed to lose 30 kilograms from 95 to 65, and I've maintained that weight ever since. Now and then in December, in fact, every December, I do put on a bit of weight, and it's probably deliberate. All the celebration, all the cooking, all the visitations, and I get to indulge in the malva pudding. One day I'll find a workable, non-harmful malva pudding recipe. That is silly. I don't believe in deprivation, and I think just understanding your body and knowing that sometimes when you do relax, you can always recover. Be that as it may, thank you for the time, and we will see you tomorrow.